Hi, and we are going to do a quick and easy version of perspective today. You guys all remember what perspective drawing is. It means that you can see into the distance, you're looking far away, and there is a vanishing point where everything vanishes and the lines are going back, getting smaller and smaller, closer and closer together until they meet at the vanishing point. Alright, so quick and easy version of perspective on a small piece of paper. Your paper will be the horizontal way, left and right. At the top right corner, write your name. Then flip your paper over. You will need your ruler, pencil, and an eraser. Later on, you might also want to have a pen, but you don't need it yet. Alright, let's get started. First, take your ruler, place it all the way at the bottom of the paper. So the side of the ruler is touching the bottom of the paper. Hold your ruler down and draw a line across the top, going all the way from the left side to the right. Okay, if you make a little mistake, don't worry about it. Just fix it as you go along. That's what the eraser is for. Alright, here is your horizon line. Here's where the sky is, here's where the ground is, and the horizon line is right in the middle. Now we're going to create our vanishing point. Choose a point right about in the middle and make a dot. Then take your ruler, line it up with your vanishing point and the bottom corner of the paper. So here's my bottom of my corner of my paper. Here is my vanishing point. Draw a line. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the other bottom corner of my paper. I'm going to match up my ruler with my vanishing point and the corner. Hold my ruler down and draw my line. Here's my road. I don't have to measure at all, so that's why this is the easy version. Okay, next part is going to be, we're going to make one row of houses just on the right side. So we're actually going to be making trees on this side instead, and houses on this side. Take your ruler and put it at the vanishing point. And this time, we want a diagonal line that's going up. Okay, it's going towards the top of this paper, but not all the way to the top. Leave some room at the top. Okay, so when I decide how high I want it to be, I've got my vanishing point, my ruler is diagonal, and I draw my line. Okay, so now it looks like I have a triangle right here. And I am going to add one more line above this one, not all the way to the corner at the top, but a little bit higher up. So this is going to be the area where the buildings are, and this area here is going to be the roof of our houses that we make. So here's my vanishing point. Draw towards my vanishing point. Okay, now here is the first part where we are going to need to erase a line. Take your eraser and erase just the part of the horizontal line that is on the right side. Don't erase this one. Now, take your ruler and place it on the side of the paper so that the right side of the paper and the side of the ruler are together. Then, draw from this line down to this line. So you're crossing over this diagonal line. It goes from this diagonal line down to here. Alright, and then we're going to do it again, but this time not a whole ruler width. Make it a little bit skinnier because, as you know, when you're going farther back into the distance, it is getting smaller. So I'm going to make it less than a ruler width. You don't have to make it an exact amount, but just a little bit less. Going from this diagonal line to this one. And then I'm going to do one more and make it even smaller from this diagonal line to this one. Alright, so now I've got 1, 2, 3 buildings all together. This part right here, that's going to be extra. If I want, I can divide it up into smaller and smaller buildings. Or I can erase it and leave just 3 buildings on there. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to turn it into tiny buildings, teeny tiny buildings, looking like it's going back into the distance. Okay, now all of these are going to turn into houses. So this top part I said was going to turn into the roof. And it's very easy to make the roof out of this. I just draw a triangle. 1, 2. Okay, so I draw 2 diagonal lines. So it goes up to touch that line and down to touch this corner. Then I erase the extra part at the top. And you can see the house that I have. So here is my square front of my house, but it's in perspective, so it's getting smaller, and the triangle-shaped roof on the top. Now I'm going to do the second one. So I go again, use my ruler to make nice straight lines, draw up to that line from this corner to here. Then I go from here down to this corner. And now I erase my extra lines.